President Donald Trump has warned of possible tariffs against countries that do not back his push for control over Greenland as a bipartisan group of U.S. lawmakers visited Denmark to express support for Copenhagen and its autonomous Arctic territory.
I wanted to say NATO has been dealing with us on Greenland. We need Greenland for national security very badly. If we don't have it, we have a big hole in national security, especially when it comes to what we're doing in terms of the Golden Dome and all of the other things.
Well, speaking to reporters, Trump refused to say whether he is considering using force to take over the semi-autonomous territory of NATO ally Denmark. But he continued to insist that the U.S. has a national security interest in acquiring the island.
Are you saying that? Would you do that?
No, you're saying that.
Would you?
I didn't say it. No, you're telling me that that's what I'm going to do. You don't know what I'm going to do.
So what are the options?
Your network doesn't know either. I wouldn't be telling you what I'm willing to do, certainly. I'm not going to give up options, but it's very important. Greenland is very important for the national security.
Meanwhile, a bipartisan U.S. congressional delegation arrived in Copenhagen for a two-day visit aimed at easing tensions. The lawmakers met Denmark's Prime Minister, as well as Danish and Greenlandic officials. Delegation leader Senator Chris Coons thanked Danish authorities for their engagement, while Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski said most Americans do not support acquiring Greenland.
There are no pressing security threats to Greenland, but we share real concern about Arctic security going forward. As the climate changes, as the sea ice retreats, as shipping routes change, there are legitimate reasons for us to explore ways to invest better in Arctic security broadly, both in the American Arctic and in our NATO partners and allies.
Meanwhile, in anti-Trump protests, the United States' threats to acquire Greenland have met strong opposition among locals. Greenlandic residents described the U.S. attempt as utterly ridiculous. As diplomatic talks continued, military personnel, including German soldiers, were seen arriving in Greenland's capital Nuuk as part of a NATO-backed exercise requested by Denmark. Several European countries have sent small contingents for reconnaissance missions under Denmark's Arctic Endurance Operation. Germany has sent 13 reconnaissance personnel. France has deployed 15 mountain warfare specialists. Sweden, Norway and Britain have sent small teams. However, Poland has drawn a red line, saying that it will not send troops. In a related development, video released by Danish Defense showed Danish F-35 fighter jets conducting air-to-air refueling with a French tanker aircraft over southeast Greenland. Danish officials say the exercise focused on long-range operations and safe flying in extreme Arctic conditions. France has warned that if the United States seizes Greenland from Denmark, it would trigger a wave of unprecedented consequences. Well, the Prime Minister noted that while no Russian or Chinese combat ships have been seen near Greenland recently, cooperation between Moscow and Beijing in the Arctic has increased. He said this growing partnership represents a new normal and is a shared concern among NATO members, including the US and Canada.